Hello everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. 2 weeks ago I was sick, cold, stuffed nose, headache, muscle ache, light fever. As it dragged out for a while, I was thinking, should I still practice when I'm sick? The short answer is probably not, but there's a little more nuance, so let's get into it. First off, I'm talking about your run-of-the-mill temporary illnesses here. Colds, flu, stomach bug. I'm not a medical professional, and this video is just anecdotal observations for what has worked for me. If you have a different situation or aren't sure, consult your doctor. Okay, you're sick. Oh, but I really wanted to play. No. The best way to get over a mild illness is to rest. I like to do as little as humanly possible. This includes resting your brain as well as your body. I find that if I rest straight away when I get ill, I'm over it quicker. And I know this isn't always possible. I have a small child at home. We do what we can. For music, will I forget my notes? Will my fingers become useless and my tongue atrophy? No, dear. A week or two of practice won't set you back far. So when I was sick, I was Googling whether I should still go to the gym, actually. An oft-stated piece of advice there is, if your illness is above the neckline, you can go. If it's below the neckline, rest. Let's see if we can apply this to music too. So if you have body aches, muscle pain, fever, throwing up, lots of coughing, nope, you're not doing anything. Rest, please. In general, if you have these symptoms, you're not going to want to do anything, and your own intuition is an important yardstick here. If you feel like, oh, I can't do it, then please don't even think about practice. Above the neckline, if your illness has receded to a sniffy nose, a light head cold, the stage where you can pop a painkiller and go about your day as normal, that's when you can think about going back to practice. But do take it easy in those first days. Practice for a shorter amount of time, and when you feel tired, stop. Now, my experience isn't the only one that counts, so I opened this question up to my lovely Patreon supporters, and they had some great ideas. One piece of advice that kept coming back was that you can listen to music or study your score instead of actual playing. If that's something you really feel like doing, then great. Then you won't be coughing and snotting down your recorder, and you can do it from your bed. However, this doesn't always work for me, as I find score study is still quite intense brain work. In general, for me, the act of practicing is as taxing for my mind as it is for my body. Physically, the recorder isn't so demanding to play compared to, say, a trumpet. And when I'm sick, I like to rest my brain too. So again, go with what feels right for yourself. What about if you have an important musical event coming up, a concert, an exam, a rehearsal? As a professional, the amount of times I've gone to a rehearsal and everyone is coughing and sick, well, here your judgment on the severity of your condition is super important. Any of those below the neck symptoms, fever, body aches, throwing up, stay home. Please. Otherwise, you will not only make yourself sicker, but you'll infect all of your colleagues too. And trust me, no one wants that. It's the last rehearsal though, Sarah. No. If everyone is throwing up because you've given them stomach flu, there's not going to be a concert, is there? Do you have a light cold and you feel okay to go and play? Please use all your best practices to keep your colleagues from getting sick too. If there are regulations in place from your group, respect them. Wash your hands. Don't share instruments. It can be considerate to wear a mask at break time. Let's go for some practical advice. Say you're getting back to practice, but slowly. Here are 5 concrete tips for what to do. 1. Score study for rhythm. Take your score and listen to a recording whilst reading it through. Concentrate on the rhythms. Have you been playing everything correctly? Where can you take a little bit of time for musicality? 2, grounded breathing. Take your recorder and all we're going to do today is blow some long notes. Pay attention to how it feels to breathe in and listen to the air inside the recorder as you blow out. No judgment today on your playing, just observation. Do this for as long as it feels good, then rest. 3, silent fingers. Take your piece of music and just play the fingers alone. Focus on the physical movements. This is surprisingly challenging, especially when I'm talking at the same time. 4, tongue gym. Sorry, that's weird. The tongue is a muscle, so let's take a day to warm it up. Take one note and tongue an improvised rhythm. Now, let's see if we can do it faster. Woo-hoo! Good exercise. And finally, a tiny version. Try practicing your piece of music, but on a smaller size of recorder. This can feel easier and help you ease back into your playing. So if you're getting back into playing after an illness, those are 5 things you can go away and do. Don't try them all, 1 a day is fine. Now, I haven't addressed more serious or chronic long-term illnesses. I'll be honest and say that isn't something I have experience of, so I'm not the person to be taking advice from. What I will say is, if you have a chronic illness and playing the recorder is something that makes you feel good, then please do it. I have heard from people that the act of blowing and breathing has been good for lung capacity, for example. It can keep your body moving a little. You can play lying down if you wish. Always check with your health practitioner if you're not sure, and stop if you feel fatigued. And if you play in an ensemble and you have a colleague with long-term health issues, please be understanding and accommodate their needs as far as possible. Does it work better to play in the morning or at night? Can you go to them so they don't have to travel? And if you often have to cancel rehearsals, for example, anticipate this by planning extra ones in, so missing one isn't a drama. Learning that not everybody operates in the same way and being considerate of this is really important. In music, everyone should be welcome. So let's round this video off. The overwhelming advice seems to be, if you feel okay to play, then do. If you don't, then don't. Scientific, I know, but when I'm sick, I find decision making really difficult. So this actually helps me. So what do you think? What works for you? Please leave it in the comments. As always, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down here. Over here's the Team Recorder Patreon, where you can be involved in the discussion of a video before it's filmed. Thank you to my Patreons for helping with this one. And up here are some more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.